Hi, this is Gifty Etc. from giftyetc.blogspot.com. I promised you an overview of my future pages, so I wanted to go ahead and show you that as promised from my last video. So if you go to my calendar pages, I use Avery labels, and these Avery labels are made for a classic size Franklin Covey or other binder, but I want to cut them down for my compact 6-hole Franklin Covey binder. And so that means the 5 tabs, I have projects, task, and then over here at the bottom I have my notes, ABC files. But the 5 tasks aren't all going to fit. One label is going to hide another. And if you can see this yellow calendar label, it hides my green future pages label. And that's just perfect because future pages are really just an extension of my calendar. Now I wanted to show you how these future pages work. So December and January are already in my calendar. So these future pages are going to sort of start right after that. But you will see that my first page is a December page. And there's a good reason for that. So I got this idea from Lori at Plannerisms. She does a monthly repeating page, things that repeat every single year. Unlike I might have a doctor's appointment coming up next March. That's not going to repeat every single year. But my dad's birthday will, Christmas will, New Year's Eve will. And so those things get their own page. Notice that I double hole punch. I've talked about this before. The reason I double hole punch is because when January comes, instead of just flipping the page, I'll actually remove January and put it right here on top. And so I'll always be able to see the page that's necessary at that moment. Now the rest of my pages are in order, so this was November, which used to be over here, and December, and then I just have January, February, March, April, May. You see, I used sort of a stylized notebook, not my normal notebook pages, in order to make these repeating pages. Next I have my annual overview. And I just folded this. This came from my Quaveris planner. The same one that I get my daily pages from. I just cut it out, trimmed it to size. I folded it in half and punched it. I'm trying to pull this so you can see that it's pretty sturdy in there. And so I can look at January, February, March. I can look at April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December without hiding my future page. It's still right there. It also works as a little divider between my annual recurring papers, my annual recurring pages, and my one-time future pages. What I do is, if I have something big on any day, by something big I mean something that if I was called to substitute teach or go to a party, I would have to at least check my calendar and make sure that I'm available. I go ahead and I highlight that day. So this means that on January 5th, I already have something planned. Either I'm substitute teaching or it's someone's birthday who I would actually celebrate their birthday. Not just a friend who I need to call, but someone whose birthday I would celebrate, like say my mom's or my child's. And that's highlighted. So I can look at an overview. As I make entries, I go ahead and highlight. I can look at an overview of days that I'm not exactly available. I might be available in the morning or in the night. I don't know. I'll still have to check my future pages, but this gives me a quick way to check them and be able to tell people if I'm available or not. After my annual pages, you'll see I just sort of have 2015 divided into February and March. And then on the other side of this page, I'm going to have April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. And I just put a little date right there, and you can see just like the 15th of October. You see it right there. I need to renew my GoDaddy account. So I have that sort of thing going on. But then I have this. And this is my future for 2016 and beyond. Some years I don't do this. And if I don't do this, I always find that there's something coming up after next year, after 2015, that I need to know about. And so I've been doing this in my future pages as well. And it's just a little trick. This is just a running list. In December of next year, I'll go ahead and break this down to a full yearly spread, 3 months on a page, just like I did this year. So that's how I handle future pages, things that are going to happen be on the pages that are already in my planner. It allows me to keep my planner light and thin and able to carry a lot of stuff, but still keep track of everything I need to keep track of. Here's just a bonus look at my ABC files that I currently have. And I just use the same indexing system that I use with projects. So the files are in this order. So literally my book file, then my CLE file, then my job file. You can see, first is the book file, and then's the CLE file. But in order to make sure that everything's where I need it to be, I use this little index. So for something like weekly checklist, weekly review, I can go to the W's, go find my little rewritable tab, and look at my weekly and monthly reviews and what I do each week and month as part of my review. In the very back, I have a few supplies, not very many. I have a little notepad just for jotting things down, and my little kind of specialized notes that I got with my Plan Ahead planner. And that's it. That's how I handle the future in my Franklin Covey Boston Compact Planner. My name is Gifty Etc., and you can read about all of this at giftyetc.blogspot.com.